Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. This is Hugo Correa. Hope you're doing well. In this case, I'm working in a property that we purchased to fix and sell, otherwise flip. And we have a few major concerns that we need to take care of before we do any type of construction on top of it. And those are the structural supports. So back in the days, people used to go in and steal. Now some people just don't have remorse, or don't have responsibility or some sort of dignity. But anyway, what happens is that people start chopping all the beams, the structural supports of a house, and guess what happens? I'm going to show you over here. I'm going to stand over here and I'm going to show you what's going on. Look at this. You see? What happened is that these guys were putting some piping before a long time ago, and they start cutting the bottom of the beam just to make sure that they can fit their little tiny pipe, and they start compromising a lot of the sections of the house. So there are a few things that are important. One is that this plastic that you see here is called moisture barrier, and that will help you to prevent a lot of moisture from coming and creating a lot of problems for your house. You're going to have pests like crickets and termites and things like that are going to compromise your structure. You want to make sure that you take care of all that, installing the moisture barrier throughout the entire crawl space of your house in this case, right? But I want to show you what's going on. Roberto's going to give me the camera for a second. All right. So, see, back in the days, what happened is that people were chopping all these beams. I'm going to show you here. Not much of a problem here, but when you have a lot of weight, look what happens. Look what happens. See? So you start compromising all the beams, and you saw that when you stand up on these things, everything kind of bounces. And you want to avoid that, because if you're going to install concrete boards and then porcelain tiles, ceramic, whatever you're going to do, this thing is going to be bouncing, and you don't want that in your property, because no matter, even if you're going to sell it, it's not going to be a responsible job. So you want to make sure that you take care of that stuff by putting some supports, some reinforcements. So a lot of people get into the issue of, well, how I'm going to put a pier underneath, and then all these things. So there are two ways of doing it. You're going to see over here that I have a support, right? That support over here is sitting on a footer. So we dug out and we put like 2 bags of concrete mix. We let it dry, and then we dry stack these blocks on top. But then, there will be an issue. It's like, oh, you need to wet stack it, meaning that you need to put mortar in between. And what happens over here is that you want to make sure that you do two things. Dry stack is important because crawling under the house and all these things is going to be really hard for you to just kind of carry stuff in a way that you can actually make a wet stuff. But if you have this this type of product that you see here, this will help you to mend or to comply with the regulation, which is when you're building, you want to put this thing. If you see, the first use is building more or less walls. So that means that you wrap around, this thing has fiberglass, so you wrap around those blocks with this material, you mix it up, and now you can carry in a little, sometimes I have those block mixing trays that you kind of move around, and that helps a lot, because now you can move around and do that stuff, especially if you put the moisture barrier. Like if now it's a little bit of dust, but if you put moisture barrier underneath, then you have that possibility. So there are a few things that are really crucial when you're doing this, and I'm doing this video because sometimes contractors don't take the time to explain these things. So obviously you need to lift all the supports, the joists, reinforce them, sister them, meaning like if you see these boards over here, they are to sister these guys and to build the new ones, because they had some like 24 inches apart, and that's why you have so much bouncing as well. But we're going to put some supports. We're going to make sure that everything looks fine. So whenever you're building, make sure that these things are taken care before you start putting any type of tiles or things like that. It may take time to be able to do these things, but you will comply with the expectations from the building department, and you will be able to build something that is going to where you can put a signature in your work, right? So with this, I want to leave you. Let me just turn the camera back around, and I just want to say thank you for following my channel. I hope this can help you, and if you have questions and things like that, obviously let me know. When you're working in this, obviously protect your eyes and all these things. Make sure that you use some sort of safety conscience, because obviously you can get hurt. One thing that I want to show you real quick is that when you have the opportunity to work, I want to show you, obviously you need to pull out permits for many of these things that you do, and have the people that can help you as well, with the proper licensing to be able to do the plumbing, to be able to do the electricity and all that stuff. So it's really crucial that when you have a house like this that is not grounded or something, you have the time, you take the extra effort and the extra financial effort, because it's an effort as well, and you do that part, because once you put the house for sale in the market, let me just move it back up. Once you put that house for sale in the market, you can actually ensure the people that you did all that consciously, that you passed inspections, that you did all these things that are required, and you will be able to successfully sell the house for a really good price. You won't be able to, you will be able to compete in a market that sometimes is flooded with things that are not done the right way. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you are, thank you as always. Leave that little like and the notifications, and little notification bell over there. That's really cool, so you can see more videos. And that's it. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.